Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to one and all my faithful Tweeterites. As you can see, we're still getting things set up for the regular videos. This is just a room in my basement. Mitch said something about a separate recording space being available sometime early next year, but who knows when that'll be ready, right? So just make sure you like this video, you share it, you click on the bell thing so you know I get the videos up, because honestly, I don't know how regular my videos are going to be for right now. The upload schedule is just going to be a little chaotic for now. And I just want to tell you a little something about myself. I have a soft spot for the Rankin Bass animated specials. They look crude, but I get nostalgic for them every year around this time. There's plenty to say about them, but I'm going to be focusing specifically on the year without Santa Claus. Chances are you've seen these guys before. It's the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser, respectively. They're the children of Mother Nature, who I can only assume is a personification of Gaia, the Earth Goddess. And they're basically gods in direct control of the Earth's temperature, and have taken up residence near the border of the North Pole, whatever side that could possibly be on. And they constantly engage in murdering elves, fighting an unending war over control over the planet's temperature, and most importantly, singing and dancing an elaborate choreographed dance number every single time they receive visitors in their respective domains, backed up by their little demonic hellspawn entourage. For everybody who knows these guys, ultimately has their own favorite between these two. Many people gravitate towards the Snow Miser due to his cheerful demeanor, but I frankly just don't trust him. If you're well versed enough in mythology, you'll know that gods in charge of winter are also the gods of death and decay. And in the film, Santa himself expresses concern about the Snow Miser's hobby of freezing people alive. Imagine this face being the last thing you see before you black out from suffocating inside a block of ice. Snow Miser only offers to meet with Mrs. Claus in the movie because he enjoys the wintry branding that accompanies the Christmas season. He talks like a fast-talking Hollywood scumbag with a hidden remote door locking mechanism in his ice throne. He is a cold-blooded psychopath, ignore the pun, who freezes things in his clutch for giggles. And that corpsey smile only hides a sinister, Joker-esque sociopathy bent on destruction and the slow freezing death of his victims. Not to say that the Heat Miser's any better. Sure, he prefers to keep the Earth's temperature within a livable range of 60 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 15.5 to 38 degrees Celsius for those of you who don't use miser units of measurement. However, he is a grouchy god living in a James Bond villain lair inside an active volcano. He hates that there isn't nearly the same level of prestige for green Christmases, and really cranks the elf killing to 11. At least with the Heat Miser, you'll get stabbed in the back with an icicle. Besides, he just hates Santa and his people. It's not like he's trying to scorch the earth until it's an uninhabitable mess. Now, like real serial killers, they're real mommy boys, and their mom forces them to cooperate at Mrs. Claus's behest to break a deer out of prison. No joke. Now, being such mama's boys, they swap territory for one Christmas so Santa can drag his lazy keister out of bed at the behest of Mrs. Claus. I mean, you only work one day a year, Santa. Did it really take the melting of the Arctic ice cap and a blizzard in a southern town for you to finally get to work? There are workshop buildings sinking into the Arctic Ocean. Your slaves are either drowning or getting eaten by leopard seals. Not to mention the rampant destruction of the plant life in Southtown. Was it worth it, Santa? How many more people need to die, old man? Now, this special is fantastic, and I recommend it to anybody if you love the classic Rankin Bass stuff. Now, unfortunately, as with all nostalgic things that had to be inevitably ruined, this was remade. Yes. A live-action remake with cringe-inducing pop culture references. It's got John Goodman as Santa, Delta Burke as Mrs. Claus, Michael McKean as the Snow Miser, and Harvey Fierstein as the Heat Miser, doing some kind of weird-ass Beetlejuice impersonation. It sucks. I hate it. Don't watch it. I mean, that's all you're gonna get out of me for this pile of crap. Now, they weren't done trying to cash in, though. You can't sell merch unless you milk that nostalgia for all it's worth. They made a sequel in 2008 called The Miser's Brother's Christmas. Now this time, the Misers need to save Christmas because Santa gets caught in the crossfire with one of their little spats. Shenanigans ensue, especially with their overly chinned, overcompensating half-brother North Wind. All in all, it's not horrible, but would I recommend it? Now let me know in the comments if you're pro Snow Miser or pro Heat Miser. I'm really curious to see how you all feel about these two. I hope you all have a happy and safe holiday season from Norman Tweeter Productions, and stay tuned. Like I said, tap the bell thing. I don't no idea when my next upload is going to be.